What's going on, webheads? Welcome back to another video on the Spider Pops channel, and today we are bringing you another Sunday Funko Spidey news. So hope you guys have been having a fantastic Sunday so far. I'm here to bring you the awesome Funko news that I thought was notable throughout the week.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
So yeah, we got some pretty awesome stuff to go over for today's video, so just make sure you guys stick around to the end so you don't miss out on any of the webtastic action. Sorry, now just a little quick thing. We're rocking with one web shooter today because the other one malfunctioned before, and we might have to construct a brand new Spider Pops web shooter, but we will have to see whether that one can be fixed or not. But just thought I would mention that really quick so at the end you aren't confused why I still only have one web shooter, because we were definitely planning on having two for today's video, but that's just not how the cookie crumbled today.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, starting up, let's just get right into the Sunday Funko Spidey news. They actually finished announcing all of their Funko Pops from the Funko Fair, and there are a few that I did not mention for the last Funko Spidey news where I talked about it, so thought I would mention some really cool ones that they just announced, starting with this brand new wave of Office Pops that are set to be released. They actually have a few Walmart exclusives, I believe. There's Oscar, Ryan, and Phyllis that are coming out that have never been made into pop form before. So that is pretty cool. We've yet to get a Phyllis, Ryan, or an Oscar Pop, and those are all really awesome characters from the Office TV show. It's a bit of a bummer that The Office is no longer on Netflix. I used to watch that all the time. But it is now on Peacock, so we might have to switch over to that if I want to continue rewatching The Office, or I might just have to find a whole new series in general to fall in love with and watch a million times over. But yeah, they got those guys, which are supposed to be Walmart exclusives, and then the ones that I am probably most excited about that it's going to be difficult to get are they actually released two chases that are supposed to be coming out, but they both seem like they are going to be relatively difficult to get without ordering a full case of Funko Pops, because they're going to be releasing a Dwight playing basketball from the episode where they played a game of pickup basketball.
Okay, we'll be skins. On or off? On. Just put it on. You sure? Yes.
And that is a really cool looking pop, but that one should have a chase with, I believe it's the chase with his shirt off is the one that's the chase, and his shirt on is the regular one. But it's him like wearing like the cool, the funny like face mask that you see him wear during the episode. And the chase version of that one is just really cool. But that one is actually supposed to be exclusive to Chalice Collectibles. So that is an online store that, I'm not sure if they're the website that I'm thinking of, but I believe Chalice Collectibles usually has a deal where you can buy the chase and the common, but it's probably going to be like $50 or something around those lines if it's not already sold out. It most likely is sold out already by the time this video releases if they did have it up. But yeah, that will be a difficult chase to get for sure, the Dwight playing basketball chase, but it's definitely a super sick pop. If we are able to add it to our Office collection, it will definitely be an awesome addition to the collection for sure. But yeah, up next we actually announced, I believe it was the top 5 Funko Pops that we wanted to see for 2021 in the future that the Proper Popper actually nominated us for. We were talking about how they have actually not made a Creed Bratton Funko Pop, and he is a pretty hilarious character, one of my favorite characters in The Office for sure, because no one really knows where exactly he came from in the first place, and he is just all sorts of random throughout most of the episodes he appears in. But they are finally going to be making a Creed Bratton Funko Pop, and one of them is going to be a GameStop exclusive, so you better believe I will be picking that one up for my collection. And then there is another one that is actually supposed to be a Creed Bratton Chase and a common pop. I believe the regular one, he's just regular Creed holding his mug or whatever he has, and then the chase comes from like the scene, I believe it's from a Halloween episode where they're all dressed up and Creed just comes in like all splattered in blood, and everyone just assumes it's part of his costume.
I realize that everybody here dresses up every year.
Me neither. It's Halloween. That is really, really good timing.
But everyone else in the audience is not exactly so sure about that, so it is a pretty funny pop that they are actually coming out with, and it is going to be a specialty series exclusive. So I believe specialty series is when they actually release them to different comic shops that aren't big enough to get their own exclusive, kind of like previews exclusive from what I was seeing on the internet. So from what I have heard, you might be able to go to your local comic shop if you got a really good comic shop near you and try to ask them to see if they can order specialty series Creed Funko Pops, because they should be actually eligible to receive those if they are a small enough comic book shop. So that is pretty cool. If you guys are looking into getting one of those, I might have to check in with my local comic book store just to see if that is actually possible, and then I will let you guys know what they actually say to me once I actually do that. But yeah, those are just some really new Funko Pops coming out for the Office line that I thought I should mention, and it is pretty cool that they're coming out with a Creed Funko Pop, because I believe that is one of the ones we wanted Funko to make for our top 5 Funko Pops we want to see in 2021 in the future video. So it is pretty cool that they are actually coming out with one of those finally, because he is definitely an iconic character in the series, and just super stoked that we're going to be able to possibly add him to our awesome Office collection already. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the Office Pops they announced that I thought I would go over. But actually up next is something that they announced for their Funko Fair, and it is actually something that is pretty cool. It's from a TV show that I used to watch a whole lot on Cartoon Network when I was little, and it is actually Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend Funko Pops. And that is super stellar, because that is just such an awesome show. I remember watching it all the time, and I remember loving Blue, and my favorite character, I believe, was Eduardo, and that dude just cracked me up every time he came onto the screen. So that kind of brings me up to my next point, is with these Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Pops, they also announced a Hot Topic exclusive flocked Eduardo. So that is pretty amazing. My dog is actually named Eduardo and is pretty cool, and that is definitely going to be a really awesome pop to add to our Flocked Pops collection if we are able to snag one of those. But yeah, the Flocked Eduardo, super stoked that they are making that. That is definitely going to be a sick Flocked Pop. If you guys didn't watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends way back when it was out on Cartoon Network, you guys definitely missed out. It was definitely a quality TV show through and through. But yeah, just pretty stoked that they are going to be making a line of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Pops. Should be pretty insane. But yeah, I thought I would mention that for our second thing to go over for our Spidey Funko news today. But yeah, all that being said, I believe that is pretty much wraps up the main things we were excited for that they announced for Funko Fair. They also announced like a flocked Clifford the Big Red Dog, which I believe is supposed to be for the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie that might be coming out this 2021. I'm not sure if it's 2021 or 2022, but they're making a live action Clifford movie from what I have gathered, and that is probably what I imagine the pops they are making are for, because the Emily Elizabeth does not look the same as the Emily Elizabeth from the original cartoon.
Hi, my name is Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog.
But that is definitely going to be a very nostalgic pop for me to get. I will definitely have to get the Hot Topic exclusive flocked Clifford, because I believe he will be exclusive to Hot Topic. But that is about it for pops that really caught my eye for the last chunk of the Funko Fair. So definitely looking forward to making videos on a whole bunch of pops that they released for this upcoming year. Definitely should be a pretty stellar year in terms of Funko Pop releases. But yeah, pretty excited for what is to come. But that is pretty much all. But that is all we have to talk about for the Funko Fair for our Funko Spidey news today. Next up is actually something that is pretty cool. They finally announced TargetCon for this year, and that is one of the first videos we actually made on the channel. I remember was a TargetCon video for TargetCon 2020, and TargetCon is now slated to take place on February 28th.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Alright, something's not right here. I'm not entirely sure why we wrote down February 28th for when the TargetCon Funko Pops are going to be released in stores, but looking around Instagram and the internet further, it appears that I was dead wrong, and that we will actually be having to wake up bright and early on February 26th, and that is when they should be releasing in stores according to their website and multiple other sources on the internet. So I definitely messed up big time here, and yeah, I said February 28th quite a few times, and that is just some false information, and don't want to be telling you guys something that is not true, so I thought I would do a little voiceover here just to let you guys know they will be releasing the TargetCon Pops in stores on February 26th. So yeah, just ignore all of the later mistakes of me saying February 28th throughout the rest of this clip, and yeah, let's get back to the rest of this video.
The TargetCon Bullseye, which is like their mascot, not the Bullseye from Toy Story, and Colonel Mustard, Lord Licorice, Skeletor on Throne, the 10-inch metallic Pikachu, which looked pretty interesting. He's the only one I believe they made metallic from what I have seen from their actual announcements on the Funko Instagram. But yeah, that is pretty cool. The 10-inch metallic Pikachu, then the flocked Tails, and Automan from The Simpsons, which is the bus driver from The Simpsons, which is pretty cool. I have a friend who is definitely going to need to pick that up. But yeah, nothing too crazy that I'm really going for this Target Con so far. They are slated to have 7 more releases from what their website says on February 26th, but I believe the only one I'm interested so far in getting would be the flocked Tails that they actually announced on the Target website, and that is a pretty cool looking pop, especially since we have the Funko Shop exclusive flocked Sonic, and if we manage to snag a flocked Tails, it'll definitely look pretty stellar next to the flocked Sonic, I think. But yeah, so far that is pretty much all we really are looking forward to getting from this year's Target Con so far, unless they release something incredibly epic on February 26th. We're probably just going to be going and most likely trying to pick up the flocked Tails, so that is pretty cool. Hopefully we are able to get one of those when they show up bright and early. We will definitely have a video release for that one when we go and do all of that, because Target Con will probably just be a staple on the channel for years to come. But yeah, that's something I thought I would mention. Pretty much all the news for Target Con so far. But yeah, make sure you guys have that set in your calendar so you guys don't miss out on any of the Funko Pops you want to pick up for this year's Target Con. But yeah, that is going to do it for all the Target Con news for today's video. We only got one more thing left to talk about for today's Sunday Funko Spidey news. Let's move on to our last topic we have to discuss, and that would actually be Stop and JLH's 14 days of Funko love, which is pretty spectacular if I do say so myself. If you guys haven't already seen Stop and JLH, I definitely recommend you go over and subscribe immediately. They make absolutely amazing Funko content and a whole bunch of other different stuff, not just Funko content. They do awesome Gaming Fridays and have been playing all these awesome arcade machines that they have set up in their pretty loaded setup that they got there. It is pretty spectacular, not gonna lie. A bit jelly of all of the awesome gadgets you guys have in your pop office. But yeah, they have actually been doing this 14 days of Funko love at the start of February, and they've been releasing a new video every day this February for the first 14 days. And I believe as I am recording this video, they are on day 6. By the time you guys are watching it, I believe it is day 7. So they are just they are shouting out a brand new channel every day in the Funko community who has below 500 subscribers, I believe, and are just trying to get them more exposure to the Funko community, and it is honestly a really awesome thing they've been doing, and I greatly appreciate the video they did for our channel. It was definitely spectacular. Got to gain quite a few brand new Spider Pops fans, so pretty stellar. Thank you guys so much for that. That video was absolutely spectacular. You guys are honestly amazing. It is definitely going to be a difficult task for anyone who is trying to partake in JLH's giveaway to try to unmask Spider Pops, because it's going. I don't think I can take it off by myself. It's tough. It's on there. So that is definitely going to be a tough one for anyone to participate in. So we'll see what happens there. But if I have anything to say about it, the mask will not be coming off. Sorry to disappoint anyone out there, but yeah, definitely a fantastic video they made shouting out the Spider Pops channel. I greatly appreciate everything that they have been able to do for the Spider Pops channel, and they are honestly just amazing people. John and Allison are just fantastic. So make sure, if you guys have not already, go over to Stop and JLH and subscribe to the channel, and you definitely will not be disappointed in the content you are watching. But yeah, just pretty cool. You never really know exactly what is going to happen in each episode of Stop and JLH, and their 14 days of Funko love is absolutely spectacular, so make sure you guys are checking that out on the daily and supporting the channels in the Funko community that he links in his description down below, because there is a bunch of really good ones that they have talked about for their 14 days of Funko love series, and it is honestly a great series that they have been doing for the start of this year. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed, because they have plenty more awesome videos like that to come, I'm sure, for the upcoming years to come. So yeah, I thought I would mention that at the end of this Sunday Funko Spidey news. Like I said, again, make sure you are subscribed to Stop and JLH, because they are fantastic. Make sure to leave a like on all their 14 days of Funko love videos that they have out so far, because they are absolutely spectacular, and make sure you guys are keeping up to date with all the ones they release in the future, because that is definitely important. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything we gotta say for today's Sunday Funko Spidey news. We should be kicking it off with another video on Tuesday. Really looking forward to the Super Bowl today. By the time you guys are watching this, I am going to be rooting for my guy Tom Brady. I know a lot of you guys are not necessarily Tom Brady or Patriots fans, but I have been a Patriots fan as long as I've liked football, and it is definitely special to me that Tom Brady, idol of mine throughout high school, is just been able to achieve such amazing things as he's been able to achieve. So I will definitely be rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though it is not the Patriots, but we will see what happens tomorrow. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are pretty great, but I will be watching that tomorrow and definitely excited to see what the outcome of that game is going to be. But yeah, Tuesday we should be having a cool video and we should be going over a cool thing we got from Target. We might just head to a couple Targets and see what they have in stock before TargetCon. That might be a cool video to do for Tuesday, so we will see. Make sure you guys are subscribed and have notifications turned on so you do not miss that video. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's Sunday Funko Spidey news. Unfortunately, we do not have both web shooters, so the outro will be not as webtastic as it will be in future videos, but it will be webtastic nonetheless. But yeah, that is pretty much all we got to go over for today's video. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, staying frosty, having fun, of course. Have an amazing rest of your day, webheads. Bye-bye.